KBW app.
Now to Albany and groundbreaking legislation that is finally passed after years of political debate. We're talking about the Child Victims Act. The legislative chamber burst out with thunderous applause and plenty of emotion as the results of the vote were read. We have team coverage with reaction from local victims, but first, our chief I-Team investigator, Charlie Specht, has more on what happened in the state capitol.
For Michael Whalen, the long road to justice started early last year.
He's a really monster of a person, and I know there's other victims, if not with Father Norb, with other clergy. To step forward. They need to step forward.
Whalen spoke truth to power, sparking a scandal that led to a federal investigation and almost took down a bishop. But nothing compared to Monday's vote by state lawmakers to reform New York's archaic sexual abuse laws.
I had no clue about this and being here. It's just been an amazing year.
Whalen traveled to Albany with 7 Eyewitness News and was given a seat in the chamber and called by name on the Senate floor by Senator Tim Kennedy.
I'm honored to have you join with us here today to see in this chamber this long overdue historic vote.
The unassuming guy from South Buffalo, embraced by the most powerful people in New York State. At times, it seems surreal.
Excited, scared. But relief, mostly relief that it's finally going to happen, that this Child Victims Act is going to pass.
The new law raises the age abuse survivors are able to report the abuse to police from 23 to 28, and it raises the civil statutes of limitation from 23 years to 55, which is around the age most abuse victims finally come forward. When the bill was passed unanimously, it was hard for Whalen to mask his emotions. He did it for his kids.
They see that, I fought a good fight.
In the hopes that people like him will no longer suffer in silence.
My grandkids, you know what I'm saying, for my kids, that any harm that comes, they have that power now. You know what I'm saying? God forbid anything happened, but I am so glad.
When a senator simply apologized from the Senate floor,
We apologize for making you wait so.
it meant a lot. It's been a long year for Whalen, but one that has been worth all the effort.
It means a lot to me and my family and to all the victims that have been hurting and waiting for this moment. I wouldn't change nothing. I'm so glad that I came forward.
Now, as far as when this bill would be signed into law by Governor Cuomo, the Lieutenant Governor says it's really just a matter of days. The law would bring New York more in line with other states in the nation when it comes to childhood sexual abuse legislation. And Lieutenant Governor Hochul said, most importantly, it will send a message to victims and survivors of sexual abuse everywhere that New York State is finally on their side. From the Capitol, Charlie Specht, 7 Eyewitness News.